The last time she was in here, she was a little girl. Now she's a young lady. Eden McCoy is next.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
You guys, another edition of Spotlight On, and we're laughing already. We're like laughing already because we're buddies and make funny. I'm James Lott Jr. and welcome to the show. This is a kind of a General Hospital edition of Spotlight On just because my guest is on there.
Yes.
Okay, so I get to sit down with one of my favorite peeps in the world. She is just so amazing. She's giving us, I'm gonna say this, Emmy-worthy performances on ABC's General Hospital as Josslyn Jacks. I'm going to talk about that, all that storyline there. She's also a star-winning volleyball player.
Oh, stop.
You are, girl. You are. I just love her social media. It's so random. I love your social media. It makes me laugh all the time. And it's my friend, Miss Eden McCoy.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, girl. How are you?
It's just funny because there's nobody in the room but us. So it's just like, hi, James. We haven't been talking for half an hour.
Yeah, right, exactly. We've been visiting. We talk online all the time. So let me do a couple of housekeeping things. So we are on iTunes. We are on YouTube under Spotlight On AfterBuzz TV. You can go to AfterBuzz, and for all of our shows, we have a bunch of Spotlight Ons. And I've done a bunch of them, actually. And she is on one from like 3 years ago.
Oh, my God.
We did.
It's funny because I don't know how my brain got to the point that I was going to watch that, but I kid you not, like 3 months ago, I was like, I'm going to go back. Did I tell you that? I was like, I'm going to go back and watch that.
Yeah.
It was the worst mistake.
They told you, I watched her. I watched you go, James.
Like,
I watched your interview. I was so young.
I was literally like skin and bones, and I like thought that I had stuff to say, and I just didn't. And
it was a fine interview. You got lots of attention. You got a fine interview.
That was just something. That was something different. For sure. Oh my God.
But you go ahead and find, subscribe, like, and comment. And then, of course, you can follow me at James Lott Jr. and her at Real Eden McCoy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. Okay, so I want to first say something to you. I didn't say this to you yet. So I'm going to say this to you.
Okay.
I didn't look at my notes because I already know what I'm going to say.
Okay.
I want to first thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support for me when I was going through my Bell's palsy. For all my professional achievements, you always give a helping, just nice thing online. And I want to make sure, this is a nice young lady, folks. And I just want to tell you, thank you so much.
Oh my God, you're so welcome.
I know, I almost started crying.
Wasn't really prepared to cry yet.
I almost started crying too. But no, I want to tell you, you always give just like a nice moment or say congratulations or how you doing. You always checked on me through the whole time. So thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome.
There are some nice people in this business. There really are, and you're one of them.
Oh,
good upbringing.
Thank you.
So make sure I say that. So last time I actually saw you in person was at the Daytime Emmys last year.
Okay.
In 2018, I was wearing my purple suit. And you were there just supporting people.
I remember.
Yes, that was the year that our girl Chloe Lanier won.
Yeah.
As Nell, which was such a good reel.
The best.
It was the best. We love her. She's a friend of the show also. We love her. And this year, our girl Haley Aaron won.
I know. I'm so excited for her. I was just hoping that like one out of the three of us would bring it home. You know, like we were 3 out of the 5, and we were all just like really supportive of each other. And like I saw that. I was just like getting like tweets and questions like on the carpet, like when I was walking in before the ceremony on like, so like, are you nervous like to be against your friends? Like all this stuff. I'm like, no, like I don't care. Like we're all so happy for each other, and like it was just an honor to be like nominated, and it was just the best time. So I was just hoping that one of us would get it, and we did, and that was the goal. And I'm so proud of her. She deserved it.
She did. And I get a friend to the show also. I know her also. So, okay, first of all, when did you find out you were nominated for an Emmy? Where? Do you remember where you were? Because it happens early in the morning. Oh, you were at school? Oh, my God.
I was in history class. My mother texted me in the middle of history class. I was on my computer because we use computers, and I have like obviously text message on my computer, so it like pops up. And she just like texted me, and she was like, Eden, I'm so proud of you, sweetie. Like, you were nominated. And we had talked about it in the morning because obviously, like, I don't know if, like, the people watching this know, but, like, it's a set date for when, like, nominations come out. Like, there's things called, like, pre-nominations, but they don't really matter. The goal is to make top 5. There's 5 slots in the actual, like, nomination in the category itself. So we didn't know if I was even going to be nominated. Like, I really wasn't expecting it because the competition was like so much stronger. I was like the youngest by like 10 years. And so we just didn't. My mom was like, don't get your hopes up. And I'm like, so not the person to. I'm just like, oh, that's not happening. Like, period.
Like, okay.
And so I kind of forgot about it, but I know that my mom was like stressing out, and she was like, "Today's the day," and I'm like, "Okay, I know the outcome.
I'm going to school.
I didn't.
I'm going to school."
And I was in the middle of history class, totally forgot it wasn't on my mind at all. Funny. And then she like told me I was nominated, and it was like such a surreal thing.
Well, so you're on your computer. In history class, you see the message pop up. Like, did you like scream, cry, clap? Like, what did you do when you saw
I just
this?
got like super giddy, and I don't even know what I looked like. Like the people around me must have been like, "What the actual blank is wrong with you?" But I just get like really fidgety. Like I start doing weird stuff with my hands, and I'm just like, like that's actually what happened. And I remember. Like, I didn't want to say anything, really, because, like, I didn't, like, I hate talking about that stuff at school, and, like, it's just, like, shut up.
Well, but they know you're on TV, right, though?
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah, but, like, it's just not, I just stay clear from it, but it was really exciting. It was, like, obviously, like, the best thing to like happen in my career so far, so it was a really big deal for me personally, and I remember like coming out of the class and then like seeing one of my best friends, and then like I was like, oh, I can like rant to her, and then I like went up to her and I was like, oh my god, like you're not gonna believe. Anyways, but it was really cool. Yeah, and it was a really cool thing. And you said,
I saw online with all three of you that you guys really were very supportive of each other.
We got dinner like the week before. Yeah. Like, we were all on set for something, and, like, then we just, like, all went out to dinner and, like, talked about it for, like, 5 seconds because none of us cared. And then we were like, okay, like, this is awesome. Like,
now, okay, so the next thing is the dress. So how hard or easy was it to find your outfit?
It was pretty easy. So I got my dress from I, like, borrowed it from wardrobe, from the wardrobe department, because that's, like, so easy to do. Okay. And I, like, it came kind of by mistake the year before. So the Emmys before this last Emmys, I had a dress picked out from a brand that was going to give it to me to wear. Okay. And I ended up not liking it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just didn't fit me right, and like it just wasn't it. And I was like, no, like I'm not confident in this. Like I don't want to have to worry about my dress. Like that's so stupid to worry about your dress. Like who cares? Right. And so I was like really stressed out about it because I think it was like a few days after, and I literally didn't have a dress. So I went to Sean in wardrobe, who's the head of wardrobe there. Love him. And I was like, Sean, like, is there anything that I can wear? Like, I actually, like, my dress didn't work out. Like, and we just pulled a bunch of, like, gowns. And then I found one super last minute, and it ended up being, like, a great dress and so much better. And he made me feel so comfortable and confident in it. And I was like, this is awesome. And I literally just straight did that this year. I went to him and we just pulled gowns. Yeah. It's funny because we pulled gowns that weren't used in the nurses' ball, which is like why they're there. Yeah. Because May is nurses' ball and Emmy season, so like it's like all happening.
Well, you know, funny people out there don't understand. Like even for us who are in press, who are trying to get dressed to go to an Emmys, it's a lot of like because you're being photographed.
Well, yeah, that's like the main reason you want to look good. Yeah, you want to look good. Like the night just like doesn't end. You know, like they're posted everywhere, and then they're in like magazines, like soap opera magazines that are like best dressed and like all that stuff. It just like lives on and on and on. So it's like not the night itself isn't even like the climax of it all. Like it all like all the press like comes afterwards. So yeah, everybody really wants to look good for pictures is like the thing, which is understandable.
That's a good point. You bring up a really good point about that because it doesn't. The night happens, but then
it's like a domino effect, and then they come back the year after because it's like, what is she gonna wear this year? And then it's the picture from last year where I look horrible. Like that's. Like, like that's what happens. Yeah, you know. So you're like practicing your poses in the mirror like for an hour the night before, and it's like my chin's going to be here, and I'm gonna stand like this.
Oh my god! But never fails though. There's always that one picture like.
Oh, and they use the worst picture every time. The worst picture every time. And I like get on Twitter or Instagram and like all the fan pages are like posting it, and I'm just like. I didn't think I looked like that. I just didn't.
I'm learning about that too, actually. I'm seeing pictures of myself. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Have no control over that, obviously. Hi, fans. Say hi to the fans. They're in here.
Hi, guys. Thank you for tuning
love you. Brianna's from Vancouver, which I love Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, okay. I've never been there, but that's really sick.
Melody says Eden is so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So thanks for watching, you guys. Okay, so then, just briefly, then that night, you're sitting there hoping one of you three wins. Haley wins. You feel good, fine.
Oh, I literally started screaming. Like we were all so happy.
I think I saw you scream. I think they panned to you and they were like very excited.
It was cute because Chloe had a really cute comment. She was like, this is like, we're like passing on the torch.
Yeah.
Like Chloe's the oldest.
Yes.
Haley's in the middle of me and Chloe. And then obviously I'm the youngest out of all of them. So it's like kind of going in consecutive order.
Yeah. See?
We don't know if I'm not saying I'm winning next year.
She's not saying it.
Because I don't think I will. Like genuinely.
I'm saying it.
Genuinely like not happening, but like I think that was like a really cute comment.
I'm saying it.
Okay,
you can say it. She's not saying it.
You can say it and be wrong. It's fine.
It's fine. We're gonna talk about the scenes this year. Trust me. You have a good reel in there somewhere. A good reel in there. Now mentioning all that, last month you had a 16th birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I know I said to you before last month, but how is it being 16 to you? Does it feel any different at all or no? You're just like, okay, I'm just another age.
It does and it doesn't. I've felt 16 since I was 12.
Yeah.
Like I've never felt my age ever. And it's because I'm an only child.
Yes.
I've been around adults my entire life. Yeah. My mom was my best friend. Yeah. We were watching things that no 10-year-old should be watching.
I would think too.
I've just always been so much mature.
Yeah.
So much mature. Yeah. Because that's mature.
She can't speak English, but she's mature.
I've always been so much more mature.
Yeah, I understand.
Than like my age. So it's cool because like I feel like 16 is like it sounds
right.
It's you're there kind of, you know? Plus, like, I just look at it like, oh, like, this is 16. Like, I'm like, still a child, obviously. But, like, I feel like 17 sounds really old. And then it's just, like, you're an adult. So, like, bye. So, I'm, like, looking at this as, like, really my last year of, like, childhood.
Wow.
Which you shouldn't.
No.
And is sounding weird to some of you, probably.
Yes.
But it's true. And I've just always felt a lot older. But being 16 is really cool.
Yeah. Now, it's
a great age.
I want to ask you, what does being female mean to you?
Just in general,
yeah. What does it mean? Because you're the next. To me, you're the next generation. You're coming up. Like, and now that you're seeing all these things, the Me Too movements, all these things are happening. What does being female, mean? You playing female. Obviously, we had our team won, a U.S. team, women's team won. It's this female thing that's happening right now. So I'm wondering,
no, for sure.
Like for you, what does that mean?
I mean, females have always been strong. I think it's a really cool place to be in my position right now, especially in Hollywood with the Me Too movements and everything like that going on. It's just really cool to be like in the middle of it all, like in the middle of the rising. And I mean, like, it's so overdue.
Yes.
And it's just...
Yes.
It's like, okay, finally.
Yes.
Like, people are like, oh, it's all about women right now. And I'm like, it's always been about women.
Right.
You're just stupid and you haven't heard, you know? Like, it's like, it's true. Like, for me, it's like it's overdue.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And like feminism, it's not like it is all about women, but it's not about being the most powerful and more powerful than men. It's about being equal to men.
You said it.
And that's it.
Yeah, you said it. I agree. I just want to say, Melody's watching from France, from Paris.
Oh, I would love fly me out. Ship me out.
Ship her out. She wants to go. And Andrea says, I feel the same because I turned 15 the day before Eden. She turned 15.
Oh, she turned 15 when I turned 16.
Yep, it's the day before. Okay. And
that's cool.
Kenneth Clark. I know Kenneth Clark. He's a fan of these shows. Hey, James and Eden, I love you. And Laura Wright in scenes together, you guys look so alike. I'm sure you get that all the time. And also just like as I've grown up on the show, like I just keep looking more and more like her. So like people are freaked out by that. I know. Okay, now I mentioned I love your social media because it is random, and there's things that you do.
Random.
I love random. You're like me. I tell stories. So you tell stories. I tell stories. Random. So random.
Have you seen Ja'mie?
Yes, I do. I have.
So that's where did it stem from that show a little bit? Okay. Yes. So amazing! I love that.
So I'm saying for you. So what is social media for you? I mean, what is it? Because like I said, you're on there doing stuff and
all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
What does it mean to me?
What is it for you? What does social media do for you?
It's just like a fun thing. Yeah. It's just a fun thing. I mean, it comes and goes, kind of. Like
you're goofy sometimes, silly sometimes,
but like
serious
sometimes I'm just like, this is trash. I wish this didn't exist.
Yes,
and then other times it's like, great. You know, it's like a really fine line. Like it can be really. There's an unhealthy way and a healthy way to do it. You know, so it's just like you have to be like responsible and like aware of what you're doing all the time. So it's just like it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's almost too much. But like it's also really great because social media allows this to happen and like a ton of really important things to happen, and that's how people get news and like all of this stuff. But like on the other hand, it's just like
Well, I was gonna ask you, how do you handle soap Twitter? Because you know it could be
soap Twitter. I find soap Twitter pretty entertaining.
It can be. I
really don't have a problem with it. I love it, and I actually love how into it people get, and that means people care. Like if people hate something, I'm like, good. We're doing something right. We're keeping you engaged.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think it's great because I get to like really see what people think about stuff.
That's a good point, though. It's like if people get incited over something, that means. Well, I always say it's about couples, soap couples, because that's always the major thing on soap Twitter.
Oh yeah, and I always, just Sam.
Yeah, exactly.
Every other thing.
Yes, and Frizz and all these and liaison fans. I mean, I get all that. So for me, I'm saying that's great. It's an embarrassment of riches. That means that all these couples look good together.
For sure.
They can't all be together at the same time, but like it means it's good.
Oh, but I love that. I love the Twitter wars and like the ship wars. That's so fun.
It's a lot, folks. It's a lot.
It's like a whole Twilight situation.
Completely. And
I love that. I love for that.
That's so funny. That's good. I like your attitude about that because I know for some people, in all seriousness, for some people, it's really rough. Social media can be really rough for them.
Well, I mean, it depends who you are personally.
Yeah.
Like, I know when I first came on, like, it's rough for new characters.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Because you're not used to it yet, and you're not comfortable with yourself yet.
Yeah.
As much as you say you are publicly, you're not.
Yeah.
You know? So when you're like the new kid or the new girl or like a recast, like whatever, whatever it is, like there's always gonna, people have opinions. People are gonna say stuff. It's like, how secure are you? Like that's gonna determine your impact on this or their impact on you.
Very true. And you were a recast, so you know.
I was like a recast / age up.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a sore ass. It was a sore ass. It actually wasn't. People just thought it was because I looked so much. She's my age.
Yeah, the girl. Yeah, she wasn't that much younger.
She's literally my age. People are like, oh my gosh, you got so old. I'm like, that wasn't the goal at all.
Well, see, the problem partially was because we love our Nicky, of course, but he just looks,
oh my god, tiny little thing.
Yeah, tiny. He's just tiny. I mean, he's
literally like,
but he's very mature. He's very mature for his age too.
Is he?
In some ways, he's funny stuff. But I look at it. I love him.
Oh my god, no, I love him too.
Yeah, it's just so funny. But I think because they they were trying to age certain people. It took camera and made them fight. I mean, I guess it was just weird.
Yeah, it's weird. We're just gonna go with it.
Yeah. And the fans are talking about
moral of the story. It's just like we're gonna go with it.
We're just gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it.
They never say age on soap operas.
They don't, do they?
Look watch an episode and let me know if there's a number in it.
That's right.
Nobody will ever. Has there been my birthday? No. Has there been any kid's birthday?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
There's no birthdays. There's only weddings. There's only weddings.
I've been watching soaps for like 40 years.
And they never say years either. Like they just, it's like a whole other.
You're right.
It's just like all blurred. Because we never know what's going to happen. Or, you never know. They could, Benjamin Button something. You can't have anything to back it up, So I think that's really interesting. For fun, I'll, go through my script and be like, is there an age or birthday?
Because recently they mentioned that it was going to be Kiki's birthday, but they didn't say her age, how old she would have been. They didn't say that.
Of course not. No. They will never... No.
That is okay, folks.
Did Josslyn have a sweet 16? No. Is Josslyn 16? We don't know.
That's true.
We don't know what grade she's in. Oh we don't know. Yeah. They never say anything about school. Yeah.
But even when you guys were in school, they never said what grade you're in.
No.
Because you and Cameron and Oscar got in the same class.
I mean, I'm in high school, but what grade? We don't know. Yeah. That's really funny how they just totally, you could just tell.
So I guess at some point you'll just graduate. I guess. Yeah. So it's all of a sudden she's an adult. That's it. That is hilarious. I never even thought of it before. I think that's crazy talk. Desiree wants to know, do you have your license already?
No,
She's 16.
I will get my license in October because I took my permit test late.
Okay.
I could have
Why we take it late? Why we take it late?
Because we put stuff off.
Yeah. So
because I was dumb and put stuff off.
Stuff went off. So she's gonna get it in October, and also
a few months. Like what is that? 3 months away?
That's seriously like.
Wait, it's July.
August, September, about 3 months.
I was right. Wow.
Yeah.
Did I say 3 or 4?
You said 3.
Bam.
That means Halloween's coming up.
I already have costumes. It's funny.
Already?
Oh yeah. I have
Can you say
album. No.
Okay. Can't say it, of course not. I thought I asked, but I can't.
Of course not.
I don't have my outfit ready yet. Dang. I'm gonna get it. I love that holiday.
There has to be a ton of parties.
Yeah.
Because I have a ton of costumes that I want to do.
She needs to be invited to at least 5 or 6 parties at least.
I'm like, if there's not at least 3 parties, then I'm throwing at least 3 parties. It's like the way I look at it.
To wear each outfit. I love that. Someone else wants to know, what are your top 3 films? Do you have top 3 films?
Oh my god. I'm thinking about the movie posters on my wall.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, all of Harry Potter. All of it.
Really? Are you a Harry Potter fan? Okay.
Huge. I went to Harry Potter World.
I was going to ask you if you went.
For the first time, like...
You just geek out.
How many months ago? Like 3-4 months ago with my best friend Ava.
Yeah.
And she's a total Harry Potter fan too. Like that's all we watch. Literally, it's David Dobrik and Harry Potter. And we were watching we like binged all of them, and it's like the best experience. So anyways, we got to the land and just the attention to detail. I mean everything.
Oh, really?
We bought like $100 wands that like light up like that. Will I ever use it? No. But did I buy it? Yes. Like that's like we're like, oh my god, it's butterbeer. Like like I'm so serious. Anyways, hold on. Let me think of I'm gonna name the posters on my wall, and those are my favorite movies. Folks, so Star Wars.
Ooh, good. Okay.
Return of the Jedi, specifically.
Yes, that's a good one.
Clueless. Let me be basic and say Clueless.
Yes.
Just give me my moment.
Yes, I love it.
16 Candles.
Oh yeah.
Lost Boys.
Oh. Like 80s stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god. I'm like thinking.
Those are good.
Kill Bill.
Yes.
Anything. The Quentin Tarantino dream.
Okay, good. Okay.
If I could like have one wish, it would be to be in a Quentin Tarantino film. Absolutely.
Spoken to Existence.
I love how he also like reuses cast.
He does.
Like Uma is like his muse.
But he gives women strong roles.
Oh, and yeah, of course, he's the best. He like doesn't even own a phone. Isn't that funny?
And it's like, isn't that crowd? That was crazy. I heard that somewhere.
There's no phones allowed on set, and I don't even think we don't think he owns one. And then every like 100 rolls of film, they like throw a party.
Yeah, I love that.
It's just like so cool. I'm so excited for
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Should be good.
I don't know why I just like bailed on the title in my brain.
It's a long title.
So excited though. Margot Robbie's my queen. Anyways,
I love her. She's good too. Okay.
So those were some of them.
Okay, folks, that gives you a good idea. Okay. I know whenever Harry Potter movies are on, my mother's always watching them too. Like I'm in her house and
Same with Twilight. Twilight's been on lately, and I'm just like sitting there all day.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into some of these storylines, and the major one that's been really, obviously, I said your work has been Emmy worthy, is the Oscar storyline, and I was actually very surprised they actually went ahead and killed him. Yeah, I was like, wow, they're actually following through. They didn't say it at the last minute.
You don't even know how hard it was to like know that for as long as I've known it and not say anything.
Yeah, I'm sure.
With like when I would like go to events and like things like that, and like literally hundreds of people like a day being like, are they gonna kill him? And I'm just like, I can't tell you.
Right.
Like I can't tell you is written on my face because I'm just like tired of saying it. You know? Like that's like it was hard. It was hard to keep that secret, and obviously a lot harder to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure. When you do scenes that, because I had Brooklyn on, a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
I love Brooklyn Rachel. We love her.
Literally a Disney princess.
I mean, come on.
Like birds flutter around.
Yeah, exactly. Completely. And I love her whole family. They're just the bomb. And I've been friends with them for a long time too.
Yeah.
But no, so I'm going to ask you kind of a similar question. When you have to do a serious scene, how are you afterwards? I know you're an actress, but like, does any of it stick with you a little bit? Do you have to have a routine to get off of it, or like, how do you get out of it when it's like those serious scenes you have with them when he was dying?
So, the storyline, like the intensity of it, like the last month of like shooting, like that, the whole thing really until his death. And I was working like every day, obviously, because I was in everything.
Yeah, you were.
So, I was working like every day for a month on that, and I definitely took it home.
Okay, you did.
Because and the reason you do is like, I can't get out of it because the next day I'm doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
I can't breathe.
Right.
You know, like it doesn't really, like I kind of stay there. So like it was really dark, to be honest.
It was.
Yeah, it was really dark because I'd be in a horrible mood and my body's like exhausted and mentally I'm like drained and I just have to literally keep going. But it works because that I'm living through it.
Right.
You know? And it just adds more and it's more real. So, but it was a lot. It was like, it was a lot.
You
like
were
I
on
was
a lot.
not okay for a while.
Yeah. You were on a lot. I mean, they gave you a lot of dialogue, a lot of scenes.
Yeah, and especially you have to like revisit like times in your life that aren't great. And like I was thinking about things that like you shouldn't think about for the period of time I thought about them because that emotion doesn't just come.
Yeah. No, it doesn't, right.
And it can because the storyline is really sad and if I think about it long enough I could get there,
right.
but it gets boring and it won't be as effective in the long run. So you have to pull new stuff into it.
Yeah.
And pulling new stuff into it isn't fun.
Well, I know. Oh. And how is he as the actor? How is he going through it all?
I don't really know.
I mean, he was dying because he was the one that was dying.
He was the one that was dying, but like he was sleeping half the time.
Oh my God, I love that. He had the easier part. He had the easier part.
Well,
all you guys had to kind of.
I mean, he was in a coma half the time.
That's true.
So I was crying over his dead body.
Your work, William's work, Tamara's work. I mean, like and you're right when you said about how you were holding it every day. It did feel very like you were weary, like you were exhausted.
Oh my God.
In a good way. You looked at it in a good way. Like you looked at it, you're just like, this is really.
Well, a really cool like thing that I got to do because obviously Laura has done this kind of storyline.
Oh, yes.
Literally one after the other.
Yes.
So she was a huge help and in filming like every day like leading up to his death I would wear like less and less makeup on screen and actually like at the point of like the last like week of him I didn't wear an ounce of anything.
Wow.
Which sounds like super like ridiculous that's a big deal, but like on television it's a really big deal. Mm-hmm. Because especially on a soap, like you're supposed to be pretty all the time.
Right.
And some people still wear makeup when they're going through that, understandably.
Yeah.
But that's what I find so special about like Laura and her dedication to her craft is she just doesn't.
Her
give
and Mara
a blank.
both. Right, Mara West too.
Same with Mara. Just don't care.
They don't.
Just fully commit.
Right.
And that's just so amazing to me. So I was like, okay. And I would get in the makeup chair and put moisturizer on.
Okay.
And like eye drops because my eyes were bloodshot red from crying. Like that's like it. And I was like, and I was happy to, because as Laura explained to me, it helps you be taken more seriously and more dedicated and more real and more raw for them to see that vulnerability. And then also when you decide to put it back on is also a significant moment.
Yeah.
Because even after his death, I didn't wear some.
Right. Yeah.
And then I think like maybe like 2 weeks after, like I like put a little bit on, and that you can play that, like you can make a moment of that.
Yes.
You know, so it's like there's so like many things you can do with it, and like that was something that I found really interesting that Laura taught me.
I also, and speaking of because Laura, I remember when Brian Craig left the show and they were doing the whole death.
Oh yeah, she didn't wear makeup for like a year.
Yeah, you could tell, but you could tell like she is dedicated.
I mean, she's beautiful, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like,
you guys are all beautiful. But I just thought for me this storyline was a marker for Josslyn's character. That now Josslyn is now on that next level now.
Well, yeah, childhood is gone. Childhood innocence is gone.
Yeah.
I mean, like she lost like the first significant person in her life outside of her family.
Yeah.
But she's lost Morgan, but like this is all about her.
It was.
So Laura taught me that too. She was like, your innocence is gone.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
Like imagine.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
I can't either. At that age, no, I can imagine either.
At that age?
No, losing a boyfriend or something.
Yeah, you lose something like that, and you
yeah.
grow the heck up.
Yeah.
Is what you do.
Well, you know, it reminds me, I would say for longtime GH fans, Keven McCullough's character when Stone died and Robin was young.
Robin and Stone.
Same thing. Her life changed also.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're in the same league Joss is now. Your next relationships on the show are going to be very interesting.
And every decision I make throughout the course of Josslyn's entire life will go back to that.
Yes.
Like that changed her as a person. Like that's another thing that Laura was like really open to talking to me about.
Good.
She was like, that's so cool because now you have like all of these other layers that have come from this. Like you can see one thing, like you'll be fine, and you could see one thing and just snap, you know, like it's just like, it's just so cool.
Yeah. And also the fact that the producers, the writers, they all said, we're going to entrust this with Eden.
Oh, that was like a huge deal for me too. Yeah. Just like having something that like that impacts everyone in some way. Cancer impacts everyone in their life, whether it's them or somebody they know.
Yeah.
Or somebody's friend that they know. Like you're just going to be affected by it at some point in your life. So having that responsibility and like task to take on was a lot of pressure, but it was so humbling and honored. I was so honored.
Yeah. That's good. Now, I'm going to say this because I feel like, and I may see you guys will agree with me, I think Josh and Cameron should be together. They should be together. Together.
We all?
But I feel like, but then also when I say that, I also feel like that's what we're led to kind of believe, but maybe they're not supposed to be together. Maybe they're supposed to be best friends.
Well, I mean, we did see
there's chemistry there.
Well, it's unfinished business.
Yes, it is.
Is what it is.
Right.
Because we finally admitted our feelings for each other, and then my boyfriend got cancer.
Yeah,
so, pause.
Right. Clearly.
You know?
Clearly.
But, like, now that he's gone and I'm a different person, you know? It's just something, it's fun.
But there's that Dev character now.
And now there's another one.
It's like, all right, well,
one left, two more.
Exactly. Like, she's lucky. But also, my thing is, like, but then there's also that whole thing of the timing thing. It's like, will Cam and Josh always be the almost, but the time, like, you know, well, almost, you know, and they got Trina walking around. She's so like, it's kind of like, so what's going on? I mean, I just like, it's going to be very interesting to see.
There's just like so much. I don't even know.
Yeah, I know. There's stuff coming up. You have to watch
People
the show.
like ask me about stuff. They're like, is this going to happen? I'm like, I don't know. I've really just stopped.
Yeah.
I get the script and I'm
act.
like, okay, here we go.
Here we go.
That's it.
There we go. But I'm glad there's a teen scene, and I think
me too. And I'm glad I'm just really glad that I'm not crying every day now. I just really am.
Sure.
a quick cry every now and then.
It's fine.
I love that, and I do.
Yes.
But
yeah,
I'm just glad that we can have like some like real like fun.
Yeah. And Ingo's back.
Oh my God, I know.
I know you're happy about that. I know you love him. So yeah, I know you're happy about that. Ingo's back. He's back.
I love him so much.
He's back.
I love him. Yeah. I know I hadn't seen him in like 3 years.
Yeah.
So like when he came back, he was like, "Who are you?" Because I don't.
Oh, that's so funny. That's right. But the casting is so amazing. Mark Teschner, we love you. I love him to death. But the casting is so strong. You literally look like a cross between Jacks and
weird.
I mean.
It's so weird.
It's
I look
weird.
more like them than my real parents.
Okay, exactly.
Sure.
It's weird. It's weird.
For sure. No, it's really weird. People are like, is this a soap opera in real life? Like, are you actually their kid?
You're like, okay, I am. Okay,
like, fine, Laura's my mom.
Laura's your mom.
We know.
Okay, someone wants to know, a little lighter note. Someone wants to know, what stores do you normally shop at? Where'd you
Stores?
Where'd you get your jean jacket from?
Brandy. My friend Kenzie's.
Okay. She bought her friend stuff.
She was like, oh my God. My pants are my best friend Ava's, and then this top is my other best friend Kenzie's.
So funny.
I'm wearing Air Force Ones. These pants are like business pants.
Yeah, I love them. They're high-waisted business pants.
Yeah, they're high-waisted business pants that Ava gave me because we were cleaning out her closet. I was like, "Do you want this?" She was like, "No," and I was like, "Thank you." And then my other friend didn't want this. She went tour shopping and bought a bunch of stuff, and she didn't like some of it, so she gave me this. Okay. Because she doesn't wear color, and neither do I normally.
I know you don't, but it's good color.
But I was like, you know what, we're gonna wear color today.
Okay.
And then this is from Brandy. That's like 3 years old because just
cute.
It goes with everything.
Well, do you shop any stores? Any stores you like that you would go to?
All the basic ones. We thrift sometimes. We thrift some pieces.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, like, I'm a really simple monotone kind of person.
Watch her stuff. She is.
It's jeans and a tank top every day, or sweatpants if that's the occasion. Yeah. But I'm a really simple, straightforward person. So it's like Brandy and Urban and Topshop and everywhere you would think I would shop. That's where I shop.
Like, we love Kinsey. Okay. Eden, do you have any of the same characteristics as Josh in real life? They look the same.
There we go.
They're twins.
There we go.
No.
I'm trying to think.
Probably
I feel
not.
like
no, not really.
No.
You guys are very. I know her personally. I mean, they're very different.
We're actually really different.
Yeah.
I feel like we were a lot more similar when we were younger, and then Josslyn went through some stuff, and Eden went through some stuff, and really became different people. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to say now. But if I had to pick a main similarity, it would be we're both very close with our moms.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Like, that's what sticks out to me. Yeah. Like, like when I'll be reading a script and, like, having, like, a deep talk with my mom and I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, well, like, I've had these types of conversations. Okay. Like, so that's something that really stands out to me. But, like, personality traits, like, the Josslyn bossy thing is not my scene.
That's not her. Yeah.
It's just not. No. It's really fun to do.
Of course.
Because it's so not me that it's, like, fun to do.
Right.
Because I'm just like, you know me. I'm like, I don't care.
She doesn't care. She's not like that.
I'm like, here we go, straight to the point.
Yes, very much.
Like,
yeah.
So I get to be that, like, bossy, preppy, like very on task person on screen. Yeah. And then off screen, I just myself.
She's herself, girls. It was yourself.
I'm just myself.
She's just herself. Also wants to know, actually, it's a good question, actually. How do you avoid the pitfalls that impact young kids in Hollywood?
The pitfalls?
Yeah, like
meaning like drugs and
all that stuff. I guess what pitfalls, folks? What are you talking about? All that stuff.
How do I avoid them? Well, actually, I think like a big thing that kind of happens is I go to normal school.
That's true. That's one thing.
Like, I go to regular high school. I don't do the online. Right. I don't do the whatever. Yeah. I'm like enrolled in a real high school and experience real high school behavior and relationships and drama and all of it.
Yes.
So like I feel like that's maybe a part of it, but like I have like some friends that are like completely homeschooled and are really normal. But I don't know, school's just really important to me and I don't want to be homeschooled, and my family's a really traditional family, and this was never the plan, and we're not a Hollywood family. I'm the only person who has been involved in Hollywood whatsoever in my entire... Like, it's just... It just happened, and it's here.
Here's the thing, but you do have some friends who come from Hollywood families, like the Stallones and all them. You're friends with some of them, but somehow you still seem like a normal kid, so to speak. You come across that way.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm saying that's the thing. Because I said you guys are asking her how she's avoiding it, but you do come across like I live in a regular city, like in a redder part of LA. Like you don't live in Hollywood. You don't live in all these. You don't.
Well, I do live in Hollywood.
But you do. But you also know. I said you know Hollywood people too, but you're not. You don't come across that way at all. You always come across like just a regular person.
Thanks. Well, good. I mean, I am.
Yeah. You know. That's the reason, folks. She's a regular person. She stays grounded. I think it's way
like I'm not like Taylor Swift famous. Like I'm not.
But here's the thing: people see us on television, they think we're much more than we are. You know that part. They think we're worth millions of dollars, which I'm not. But they think for them. I get this because you go to fan events. I go to fan events. We meet the fans, and it is interesting to hear. They see us on their TVs, their computers, their phones. We take it for granted sometimes how lucky we are. Sometimes what we get to do, how we get to do that. I get to talk to you, we get to do this. Yeah. But for them, it's a total like they couldn't imagine sitting in a studio talking. I mean, they couldn't imagine.
And like we forget that when we're talking about like huge celebrities too.
Yes, exactly.
Like people go through the same thing.
They do.
They just do. Yeah. And that's just like something to always remember.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, you have French fans. Okay.
Oh, that's so cool.
She wants to go, folks. Somebody bring her over. Do a fan event. Do a GH fan event for Eden McCoy
in Paris. Can you imagine?
Oh, my God. In Paris. Do it. I'll come over. I'll come too. I'll be the host. I'll be the host of the event.
No, seriously. It started here.
Best subject in school. What's your favorite?
Oh, like my highest grade? Wait, let me think. Let me go back to like my grades.
I was bad in math in high school, so I will admit that I was never good at math. I was good at science and history.
My highest grade was history, and it's my favorite class.
That was mine too. That was mine. I went to Inglewood High School, and history was my favorite class. I forgot the teacher's name, but I loved history.
Oh.
But I didn't care. I didn't math.
I'm kind of excited for the next history course because it's world history, which is like way more interesting than like what I just studied, which was American history, which I'm sorry. Love America, from there, born and raised.
Yes.
Horrible, don't care.
Yes.
You know, so it's like world history, which I don't know a lot about, is a lot more interesting because I don't know about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking of that, so you are this star volleyball player. So how's that going? Because you guys have been winning some tournaments, you've been doing some stuff.
Yeah, it's been.
You played yesterday too, didn't you? You played yesterday?
Yeah, I did. It's so busy right now. Yeah. July is just like volleyball.
Okay.
Literally every day.
Okay.
I play a tournament every single day next week.
Wow.
It's 2 3-day tournaments in a row.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. So it's actually it's crazy, but it slows down after.
How do you condition yourself? How do you condition yourself to play like that?
I practice.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Like you just practice and you get adapted to it. I mean, I've been doing it for a significant amount of time that it's just like kind of second nature. Yeah. But like, it really takes its toll on you.
Well, it must be mindset too. A lot of mindset, just like
mentally, It's just like mentally reset.
Okay. You have a good team too, apparently.
Sports is 80% mental.
Yeah, I agree with that completely.
Like, I could go on for an hour on like how sports is mental.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And how great sports is for you in all areas of your life.
Oh my God, so many lessons learned. It's funny.
Yeah.
I was having this who was I forget who I was having this conversation with. But we were having this conversation about how it just like really does teach you everything. Mm-hmm. Like it really does.
It does. It really, I mean, in all areas of your life, sports are great. I played sports growing up. It really does help. Mentally,
it does.
Teaches you teamwork, group work.
Now I understand why my dad enrolled me in soccer when I was 6 years old, and I hate soccer.
Yeah, I was the same way.
So sorry for anybody that plays soccer.
I
appreciate you because I don't know how you do that. Mm-hmm. Hated it, but was forced to play on a team.
Okay.
Because team.
Yep, team.
You know?
Same thing. Same here. I played in Westchester. I was 6 years old.
My
the
God.
AYSO leagues. And yes, exactly. Anybody in LA knows all about that.
There we go.
So I hated it. Later, I played baseball. I liked that. There are other things I did later, but now I see why my parents did the same thing. Said, you guys are going to go do this.
And I never understood. I was like, I hate this. Why are you making me do this? All of this stuff. And it's like, oh, that's why. Yeah. I'm like, now I get it.
Yes. That's good. What is one thing that volleyball does that helps you with your discipline as an actress? That's a question for you. Like, what does it do for you? Because it's...
let me think. It helps with, like, consistency.
Okay.
It helps with being, like, mentally, like, prepared and clear and, like, having a plan and, like, execution and, like, going for it.
Yeah.
And, like, also, like, commitment and focus.
Yeah.
Like, all of that combined.
That's good. One last question that someone was asking. Oh, funny. Have you ever had any embarrassing moments with fans?
Embarrassing moments with fans? I mean, like, not really.
Do you get noticed? Do you get noticed when you're out?
Rarely. Rarely. I actually got noticed, like, 2 days ago because I left this purse where I was sitting literally outside of a Starbucks because my dog was being so annoying, and I like brought her down and was taking her like to the car, and I totally just zoned out and left this purse, and then like this lady came after me and she was calling Josslyn, and I turned around because I was like, it couldn't be. Right. And I turned around and she was like, hi, like, sorry to bother you, but you left your purse and I didn't know your real name, like, but I know that you're Josslyn. And I was like, that's so weird.
Came in handy though. Get your purse back.
It's cool. I don't mean it's weird in a bad way. I know what you mean, but I'm saying, thank God it came in handy. Like, it was just like so random, and I was like, oh well, there we go. And like, she saved me from being grounded for the rest of my life because all my credit cards and phone and everything that could have possibly been in this bag aside from my house was in there.
Yes.
So I was like, shout out to that lady because you actually just like saved me from
that's hilarious. I got noticed at a Starbucks recently too. It's kind of crazy. I was like,
Really?
okay. Yeah, they were like, you did that GH show. I'm like, I'm trying to get my muffin and like my latte.
Oh my God, I love you for that. That's so funny.
Eden, thanks for being on the show.
We're done?
We're done.
That makes me so sad.
I know.
Can we not be done?
We're not leaving. That's it. We got more to talk about. We're not leaving anywhere.
My request is we need to do more like games like those like fast speed rounds of like you say a word and like the first thing that comes to your mind. Like that. I watched too much Jimmy Fallon. Is my problem.
Well, you'll come back on. We're gonna do that.
Seriously,
I'm serious. I'm serious. We're gonna do it.
We're seriously serious. Seriously.
Miss Eden, tell folks in there where they can find your social media.
Okay, let me try to get this right because I always get
and you did it last time too. Okay, you can do it.
Did I actually? Oh my God.
Okay,
so like I don't know. My Instagram's Eden McCoy.
Yes.
And then my Twitter is Real Eden McCoy.
Yes. You got it.
And my Facebook is The Real Eden McCoy?
Yes, it is.
Did I get this right?
You got it right. It actually is.
There we go. I got it right. That's it.
Pretty nails. So I'm going to show you pretty nails.
Thank you.
I'm James Lott Jr. You can follow me where all James Lott Jr.'s are sold at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms. And of course, if you stay on this network, I'm doing Bold and the Beautiful next and Y&R after that. So I've got some people, I got some stuff going on. But I want to thank Miss Eden for being on the show.
Oh, this is actually like my home. Like this was so much fun.
Yeah, we're good. And everybody in the chat room, thank you so much. All these people in the chat room, thank you so much for chatting.
I'm like watching the iPad. I was watching it during the interview.
So I'm like, everybody, thank you for watching us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.